What's up, guys? Okay, so this morning I want to talk about building rapport and getting people to the sale. This is something that I learned from Jordan Belfort, and it's something I've already learned, but it's just he got into more depth about it. Probably for the next week or so, you're probably going to hear me talk about Jordan Belfort a lot because this man he's the truth, so I'm not going to deny that. But trust me, this is probably going to shift your business on a whole nother level or increase it, to be exact. But anyways, here's where I see people make mistakes, and I used to do it so bad. Building rapport, I think people think that it's like, you're sitting there. I mean, there's nothing wrong with building a friendship. You definitely want to get that person to trust you, know, like, and, all that good stuff when it comes to the principles. But there's still a thing called learning how to value your time and having other people value your time, which I do talk about as well in my other videos. Jordan Belfort mentioned this scene where this one person, I guess it wasn't him, but this guy was having a conversation. He was a salesman, having a conversation about this guy that went on for about 30 minutes talking about hunting. And the salesman thought, oh, okay, well, this is a good way for me to build a rapport. I'll just go in there and just act like I care about him hunting, his hunting stories. No. That's actually a bad idea. You need to learn how to listen to what that person's telling you. This is another nugget that my old mentor taught me. He said, you got to learn how to listen to what's not being said. For example, like that guy that sat there for minutes talking about how he loved hunting is basically telling you he's not interested and he's not willing to invest in your business. So move on. Okay, so that's scene number one. When you catch somebody doing that, if you're basically working to sell something and of course you're trying to build a rapport, does not mean that you have to literally submit yourself to what that person is conversing about. Who cares about your hunting story? No offense. I mean, we can talk about your stories, your life story here and there, but at the end of the day, you're here to work. You're an entrepreneur. So learn to value your time, push and pull, which I will talk about in my next video, which learn to cut it short. So that's one. Two, if you've got somebody who's, I got allergies going on. If you've got somebody who's telling you that they're struggling with something, for example, they need, they're struggling with leads, they're struggling with sales, or if you're you're at a store and you've got somebody who's saying, I need to buy something, but you're not really getting to that point of their needs, that's a problem. For example, he talked about this other scene where he called in and was telling this woman that he wanted to buy life insurance. But she was a young woman, but she just kept asking him all these questions that had nothing to do with what he wanted. So that he began to get irate because the girl was not getting to the point. She was just asking him a plethora of questions that just did not relate to the topic. This guy simply said, I wanted to buy life insurance, but she did not get to that point. This is where people lose the sale as well. Okay? So, hold on one second.